In today's video, we're going to share how to start an LLC in the state of Massachusetts. If you're looking to start an LLC in the state of Massachusetts, then this is the video for you. Stick around to the end because you're not going to want to miss any of the information we have for you. Here are the 7 steps that you need to do in the state of Massachusetts to create your LLC. Now, if you want to just use a company to do all of these for you, go ahead and skip to this time code where we're going to show you how to set up your LLC with a company called Tailor Brands. The first step in creating your LLC in the state of Massachusetts is to name your LLC. Now, to do this, you need to conduct a name search on the Massachusetts state website to make sure that your name is not already chosen for an LLC in your state. You also want to make sure that there's an available URL for the business name that you are going to choose because you'll eventually want to make a website for your business. Here are some of the state naming guides in Massachusetts. Your LLC must include limited liability company, LLC, or LC, and it must not include association, corporation, incorporated, limited, or limited partnership, or some of these abbreviations listed here. Now, the words all need to be in English, and your name cannot be confused with another government agency like the FBI, the Treasury, the State Department, and many more. And your name must be distinguishable from other businesses in your state. That's why you have to conduct the name search. Step number 2 to creating your LLC in the state of Massachusetts is to file your certificate of organization. The filing fee by mail is $500, but if you file online, it's going to cost you $520. And you can submit the documents on this website here, or you can mail them into the address here. So pause the video if you need to take a look at that. Next, you'll need to decide on the management structure of your company. Most of the people watching this video will probably go with a member managed LLC. If you're just starting out and it's just you, this is the one that you're going to choose. Number 3 is to create an LLC operating agreement. Now, this is not required in the state of Massachusetts, but it's highly recommended. An operating agreement is a legal document outlining the ownership and operating procedures of an LLC. And this just ensures that both the owners and the employees know what to expect from the business, and this will help minimize conflict down the line. Some of the things that an operating agreement usually entails are the following: organization, when and where your business was created and who the members are. You'll also outline the structure here. Management and voting structure is included as well. Capital contributions, distributions, membership changes if you're going to add or remove members in the future, and dissolution. In the unfortunate event that you do have to dissolve the LLC, you can outline the details of that here. Number 4 is to obtain an EIN number in the state of Massachusetts. This is also known as your federal tax identification number, and you can think about it as a social security number for your business. This allows the IRS to keep track of your business's tax status. And this number is actually required to open a business bank account and hire employees, so it's very important. But the good thing is that the IRS provides this EIN number free of charge once you file your certificate of organization. And you can apply for this online or by mail. Step number 5 is to hire a registered agent service. A registered agent is a person or business responsible for sending and receiving legal documentation on behalf of your business. Now, this can be important things such as tax forms, lawsuits, government correspondence, and many more. Now, this person must be a full-time resident in the state of Massachusetts. And this can be yourself, an employee, or what we recommend is hiring a registered agent service. And that's where Tailor Brands comes in. So there's many things to do after you form your LLC, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes here. But first, let's show you how to create your LLC with a company like Tailor Brands. Go ahead and click on our link down below in the description, and that will make sure that you get 35% off your LLC package today. Once you've clicked on that link down below, it should bring you to a page that looks very similar to this, and you'll see in the top left-hand corner here that we get 35% off our LLC plans. So let's show you how to get that set up. First, we have to choose our state. So let's go ahead and go to Massachusetts, and then we'll click claim discount. We'll go ahead and name our business here, and then we'll check the availability, and it looks like it is available in the state of Massachusetts. So we'll go ahead and continue here. Now it's going to ask us a couple questions about the stage of our business and some other things. You can either answer these or just go ahead and click skip in the bottom bar here. Next, we have to say what type of industry we're in. We'll go ahead and answer that here. And then if we're planning on hiring employees this year, then we'll have to put our postal code. And then if we're an online brick and mortar or on the go business. Now, this is a very important section because Tailor Brands asks you what else that you would like from their service. What's great about Tailor Brands is they're really an all-in-one platform to getting your LLC off the ground. Not only do they provide LLC formation services, but they also provide a website, branding, logos, anything else you can think of for getting your business started. So as you'll see here, we have the LLC option, website, EIN number, taxes and accounting, trademark, logo, licenses and permits, domain, insurance, sales, and tax permits. So we already talked about the EIN number. We'll be sure to include that because it'll save us some headache down the line by having Tailor Brands file that for us. But what we haven't talked about, which we'll talk about later, that you will want to get help on is the licenses and permits and sales tax permit. Especially if you're a first-time business owner or entrepreneur, you're definitely going to want to to make sure that you have help verifying that you're compliant in all these different areas and having all the necessary permits that you need to start your business. Next here, it'll ask you what you already have set up for your business. Let's just go ahead and scroll down to the bottom here and say none of the above. And then you can also tell them how you've heard of them, or you can skip it here. They also are running a free coaching program for 12 weeks that you can decide to be a part of, or you can just choose no here. Now we'll go ahead and enter our name here, and then we can get started. Now it'll bring us to this page where it'll help us get our EIN number. This is something you can choose to get help with or not. It's a $100 service that Tailor Brands provides, and it'll save you a lot of headache down the line. So we'll go ahead and leave this one clicked for now. Next, and most importantly, is the registered agent service. Now, we really do not recommend that you are your own registered agent service. The reason for that is because when you register your LLC, you're going to have to provide an address, a phone number, and an email address. Now, that information will be on the public domain, and you do not want your personal information on the public domain. So the best option is to hire a company for a couple $100 a year that will be your registered agent. This is what most businesses do, and it's really the wise decision, especially for only $199 per year. This service ranges anywhere from $200 to $300 per year, so that $199 price point is really good. We'll go ahead and leave that one checked, and then we'll go to next here. Now, Tailor Brands also offers a compliance package for $199 per year, and this is going to handle tasks like filing your annual report, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the video. It's also going to make sure that you have good standing and you're compliant in all the areas that you need to be. Next, we have the entire toolkit here that Tailor Brands offers, which includes a website, a domain name, logos, and so much more. Like we said earlier, Tailor Brands is a one-stop shop for everything that you need for your LLC. So if branding and website development is something that you want all in one place, then Tailor Brands is going to be a great option for that. For now, we'll just skip this and we'll go ahead and continue. Next, they give you the option to expedite your filing time. Now, the standard for Massachusetts is 14 days, but if you're in a hurry, they also offer a 2-day expedited filing time. And this price is $49. We don't need that, so we'll go ahead and keep that off. But if you're in a hurry, go ahead and select that option. Next, they offer you an operating agreement for $29. This will outline all the things that we talked about earlier and make a nice professional template for you to use. They also offer a formation kit, which is where you can put all your important information for your business. This could include important tax documents, business records, and your operating agreement. Next, they offer an invoice and bookkeeping option. This is going to cost you $30 per month. We'll also leave links down below in the description to some of our favorite bookkeeping and invoicing platforms, so you can check those out too if you like. And the last thing that it will ask you is if you want to get notified. You can also just follow up yourself if you'd like. Now we get to choose our plan. The light plan is $0, and that just basically includes the LLC formation and the business coaching program. Now, to get that 35% off, you need to go with either an essential or an elite plan, and that also now includes a $30 or $50 Amazon gift card. With this essential plan, you get an LLC formation, you get legal compliance, you get a 2-day expedited processing, you get the business coaching program as well, and the invoicing and bookkeeping free for 30 days. So you'll see this is a value of $520 because some of the things that are bundled in there were $100 to $200 per item. Now, the elite plan has the LLC formation, legal compliance, 2-day expedited processing, the business coaching program, the 30-day free trial to invoicing and bookkeeping, and this actually includes a domain and website as well. Go ahead and choose what's best for you, but we'll go ahead and show you how to get that discount, and we'll choose this essential plan here. Once you've chosen the essential plan, you'll see that the filing fees are $520, like we said earlier, because that's the fee required to file online. Just note that whether you go with Tailor Brands or not, you're going to have to pay that $520 fee, and that goes directly to the state of Massachusetts to file for your LLC. Tailor Brands won't see any of that money. That's what everybody has to do, whether you file with a LLC formation company or on the state website. Now, if we show more, we can see that we included a registered agent service for $199 per year, like we recommended, and we also had them get our EIN number for $99. The total today is $129.35. Let's go ahead and click continue to payment when we're ready. And you can either pay with PayPal or a credit card. We'll just go ahead and enter a credit card now. And once you're ready, go ahead and click pay with card and you'll be all set to go. After forming your LLC, compliance is the next thing to do, and it's very important. You're going to need to make sure that you comply with all federal, state, and local regulations. So for example, if you're a restaurant, you're going to need health permits, building permits, signage permits, and a bunch of other things. Now, business licenses and permits are going to vary state to state and business to business, so make sure that you look into that and seek professional help if you need it. You'll very likely need a seller's permit if you're selling goods or services in the state of Massachusetts, and then there are also some federal and local permits and licenses that you will probably need for your specific business. We won't go too into detail of the licenses and permits because it's going to vary business to business, but go ahead and pause the video here if you want to go to the website to get more information about these licenses. And last thing we'll say here is we really do not recommend, if you're a first-time first-time business owner and entrepreneur that you do this alone. Seek professional help. Tailor Brands offers this as an extra service to make sure that you're compliant and getting all of the permits that you need. The next thing that you'll need to know about for Massachusetts is the annual report. And again, this fee is pretty steep at $520 if you're filing online or $500 by mail. Your annual report is going to be due on the anniversary of your business's creation. If you don't file by your anniversary date, you're going to risk good standing with the state. And this could actually result in the state dissolving your LLC. So be sure to be compliant with this annual report. Now let's go over some steps after creating your LLC. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to open a business bank account. Now the reason you want to do this is because you need to keep your business assets separate from your personal assets. When you mix business and personal assets, you're piercing the corporate veil, and that could leave you vulnerable in the future if you were ever sued. So don't do this. Make sure that you have a business bank account and that you're keeping these assets separate. The next thing you might want to do is to get a business credit card. This is going to help you keep your business charges separate from your personal charges. This is going to help avoid confusion in the future, and it'll help build your business's credit. Just be sure that you're using your EIN number to file for this business credit card, not your personal social security number. Also, for business bank accounts and credit cards, we'll be sure to leave links down below in the description to some of our favorite business bank accounts and credit cards. And lastly, you should hire an accountant. This could help you save money on taxes, avoid penalties or fines, and help track losses and profits. We'll also leave some of our favorite bookkeeping and invoicing platforms down in the description, as well as some of our favorite payroll services like ADP and Gusto. Now, in terms of Massachusetts tax filing requirements, you may be required to register for one or more forms of state taxes. And you'll also have some employer taxes as well, like unemployment insurance and employee withholding tax, so be sure to look into those. In terms of federal tax filing requirements, if you're a multi-member LLC, you're going to be filing Form 1065. And if you're a single member LLC, you're going to be filing Form 1040 Schedule C. All right, last thing for you here before we finish off the video, there's some new requirements for LLCs that started January 1st, 2024. The new requirement is called the BOI form, or Beneficial Ownership Information Form. Now, we won't go too into depth here about the BOI form because we made a whole video dedicated to it on the channel, and we'll be sure to leave that linked down below in the description. Go ahead and check that out for all the information that you'll need, but we'll give you some brief highlights here. Basically, for beneficial owners and for company applicants, you're going to need the following information. You now have to disclose full legal name, birth date, address, and identifying documents for each company applicant and beneficial owner. Now, depending on when your LLC was formed, you have some different timelines for getting this done. If your LLC was formed anytime in 2024, then you have 90 days to file this form. Now, starting January 1st, 2025, you'll only have 30 days to file this form from the creation of your LLC. This is very important. You want to make sure that you have this form completed. All right, if any of that was too fast, feel free to rewind the video and go back to a specific slide. But that is all we have for you today for how to start an LLC in the state of Massachusetts. Before we finish off here, the links to Tailor Brands, as well as all the other resources that we talked about in the video, will be down below in the description. Now, we do get a small referral fee at no additional cost to you if you do choose to use our link, but that really helps us keep creating free videos like this for you. So thank you so much in advance for helping us out there. If you found some value in this video, please leave us a like, subscribe, and comment down below. This channel is dedicated to helping business owners and entrepreneurs like yourself with free videos and tutorials like this one you saw today. So if you want to see more videos like this in the future, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.